Hello everybody, WJS Gamer 20 here. Welcome back to more of the Wii Party playthrough. In this video we are going to cover free play. So I've actually made a list of all the mini games we haven't played yet. And that's what we're going to be doing here. You'd think we'd just be playing random games, but I just feel like it makes the most sense to do the ones we haven't played yet. And I guess we'll go with this. We'll go with Elisa, Gabrielli, and Marco. So let's start with a 4-player. So you have 4 pages of 4-player minigames. So like I said before, I actually have a list of all the games we haven't played yet, and I'm pretty sure that this list is 99% accurate. There could always be a possibility that I might accidentally skip one game. So if we did play it, it's not going to be a big deal. We're just going to go through the list one by one. So the first game we have is... So we've done all the ones in the top row. So first game we have is Gun Posse. Shoot your can to rack up points. Each shot is worth 1 point, but you'll lose 2 points if it hits the ground. And you just press A to shoot the can. And you can also hit other players' cans. And I feel like that is kind of like a strategy here. So like if there's someone that's your biggest competition, definitely try to hit their cans. For this case, it's free play. We're just playing the mini game. We're not trying to win it. I mean, could always, but I don't really need to win like any mini games. We're just showing them off just for fun and because we haven't played them yet. And you'll lose 2 points if it hits the ground. And there we go. So yeah, that was Gun Posse. I never really knew how to pronounce the posse, but I searched on Google Translate how to pronounce it, and apparently that's how you pronounce it. So yeah, that's a very simple mini game. So the next one we have is Lunarlanders. Avoid the asteroids and race to land on the moon first. Look at that view. And you just tilt left or right to control your descent. I'm not a huge fan of this minigame. I hate this minigame. That's because it's kind of like a luck-based minigame. So like, you'll just keep on going up and maybe even down. And that game will definitely be appearing in solo mode as well. I wonder if there actually is a strategy to win that one, but to be honest, I don't think there is. So yeah, that was Lunarlanders. So the next one we have is a one I feel like I get a lot in this game. Zombie Tag. So one of my subscribers, which is James K. Sorry if you're watching this, I don't know how to pronounce your final name, but I think this is his favorite minigame in Wii Party because he does lots of videos on this minigame. So because of that, I feel like that's because this is his favorite minigame. So zombie tag, zombies, don't let them tag you or don't let them tag you or you'll turn into one. On the bright side, you'll get to chase the other players. And you just use the D-pad to move. And of course, why wouldn't Michael Jackson be a ghost or a zombie? It also includes Birdo and Beef Boss. I still need to try and make more memes, because I've not made that many memes. The only memes I've made are Michael Jackson, Beef Boss, Birdo, my friend Charlotte, and just me. I don't know what other means to me, to be honest. Okay, so the last one we have on this page, I believe. Wait, let me just check. Yeah, okay, it's the last one. The last one we have is, again, another one I feel like I get so much in this game. And I'm actually surprised we did not get this game at all. Flag Fracas. It's a mad dash to the flag. Grab it first to win, but be careful not to jump the gun. Do it twice when you're out. And we actually did play a two-player variation of this minigame. I think in the battle mode. And this is essentially the same thing, but with 4 players instead of just 2. You know, that should be the thumbnail where I'm just holding the flag up. That probably should be the thumbnail. Okay, that was that. Again, another game I just feel like I get so much. Okay, so that's actually going to do it for this page. Because we have actually played all the other ones. So let's move on to the second page. So the next one we have is Ram Jam. It's a sprint to the finish, but where did all these sheep come from? Oh well, the race must go on. And you just use the D-pad to move once again. This is another game, like just like that space one. I'm not really a huge fan of this one. It's like right now, this is an example. Well, I didn't get last at least, but I think I got third. Yeah. Again, all we're doing is just showing off the minigame. I don't need to, you know, win it. Okay, so next one we have is Quicker Chipper. Chip as many golf balls into the hole as fast as... Feels like I just made up that thing. Chip as many golf balls into the hole as you can before the time runs out. And I am really good at this minigame. So I can chip these balls like a golf pro. Golf is not really one of my favorite sports. My favorite sport would probably be table tennis, just because I actually did do table tennis in real life, and I beat like everyone because I was like an absolute pro at it. And ever since I played the Wii Sports Resort one, that's like all I played in that game. I didn't play any other sport besides that one. But yeah, I don't like golf, but I do like that minigame. Okay, so that was Quicker Chipper. So I'm just looking at my list right now. So we've done that. Yeah, we've done that. Whereas Maze Days... Oh, it's not on here. So yeah, we've done that. Done that. I think we've done this one. Let me just check my list. Okay, yeah, we have done this one. And we've done stopwatchers, we've done that, we've done that. Oh yeah, we've done actually all the other ones on this page, so let's move on to the third page. Next one we have is Ball Brawl. This is actually one of my favorite minigames in this game. So roll your ball around and try to knock your opponents into the holes by crashing into them. Hold the Wii remote horizontally until it left or right, forwards and backwards to control your ball. So I feel like Crash Balls is a much better name for this minigame. It is actually called Crash Balls in America, but in UK they call it Ball Brawl. Yeah, I think Crash Balls would be a much better name. Okay, there we go. That game does get pretty intense the more balls there are. But yeah, that's Brawl Brawl or Crash Balls, whatever you want to call it. Well, essentially Ball Brawl, because it says that in UK. Okay, so we only have 2 more on this row we haven't played yet. So the next one we have is Tropical Punch. Knock the other players into the sea with your punching contraption, at least the water looks warm. I guess that's true because it's sunny, so I guess that's why they say that. I am the master of my punching contraption. Not really, but you know, I beat all of the other people, so yeah. I'm not an absolute pro at punching contraptions, but you know, I am a pro at this game, well, kind of anyway. So yeah, that was Tropical Punch. Next game we have is Strategy Steps. Pick a number 1, 3, or 5. If nobody else picks it, you'll climb that many steps. First to the top wins. Each round, use D-pad to pick number 1, 3, or 5. What I always do is I always pick 5 because I feel like, you know, 5 is a pretty high number. But what really screws me is like every single round when I keep picking 5, someone else is always going to pick 5. Like, for example, this is what we're having to deal with right now. Dude, you guys are screwing me right now. Okay, can someone stop picking 5, please? There we go. Guess they actually listened to me. I'm still gonna keep picking 5. Oh yeah, now this is where it's not gonna work anymore. Seriously. God, how is it every time one of you always picks 5? You are seriously screwing me right now. Maybe I should... No, I gotta pick 5. Now watch, the time I don't pick 5, someone's not picking 5. Okay, I'm still gonna go for 5. Nope. Well, I got second, which isn't too bad. That minigame can be a bit rigged when they keep on picking the number you want. It's kind of rigged how they keep on picking 5, but you can't always have 5. But yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of that game. It's a pretty cool concept, but just not one of my favorites. Okay, so next one we have is, we've definitely done Pearl Plunder, because this is like the game we've played the most. So we've actually done all the ones on this row, so that leaves the last row. So the next one we have is Crybabies. Calm down your crying baby by rocking it in the rhythm with the beating heart that'll bring a smile to its face. Rock the Wii remote in a rhythm with the beating heart. You all just watched me not fail once. Now just because I said that, I might. Yep, I didn't fail once. Or I didn't make my baby cry once. Well, except for the beginning, it was crying, but... You know, I didn't fail, like... I didn't make my baby cry at all. Why do the babies have lipstick? That's, really kind of weird. But whatever. Okay, so next we have... Okay, so this is a game that I don't know if we played or not. This is Lucky Launch. I believe we have played this game, but I do not have it on my list, so I don't think we've played this. Well, it's a pretty short game anyway. So the only thing you need to win this mini game is luck. Pick one of the 4 fireworks and hope for the best. Okay, I'm gonna go for the yellow, because yellow is my favorite color, as we all know. Sometimes they won't actually cover their ears, which I have no clue why. Okay, nope, the yellow one, despite it being my favorite color, it made me get last place. Well, at least Marco's firework is yellow, and I do like yellow, so I'm glad the yellow firework was the best one. Okay, yeah, that was Lucky Launch. So now we actually have 2 more to do, and we only have 2 more on this page we need to do, which are actually these 2 right here. So let's go ahead and start with Chin Up Champ. Who can do the most pull-ups in 10 seconds? Let's find out. And you just press A and B at the same time. So this is basically button mashing, and I am not a very good button masher, by the way. Yeah, I'm just not a very good button masher, but I still won. And that brings us down to the last 4-player minigame we have, which is Walk Off. Walk as close to the distance shown at the start as you can. There are 3 signs to help you gauge your strides. And you twist it to move left or right, you turn it 90 degrees to run, press A to stop. So we have to go 109 meters. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I think I got it. I probably might have went a bit too far. Oh, no, I got it. I never understood why that line was on the ground, but I realized it was how close you were to or it was the indication to seeing how close you were to the distance shown. So that's going to do it for all the 4-player games. So now we're going to move on to 1 versus 3. We've only done 1 versus 3, and that is Lumber Wax. So we have the others to do. And I can change the teams. Yeah, I'll be the solo player, just so it's kind of like a challenge. So let's start with Splash Bash. The solo player's goal is to swing the ball at the team and knock them into the pool before time runs out. Hold the Wii remote horizontally until it left or right to aim. Press 2 to swing the ball. And for the team, they just have to move left or right, while also avoiding the ball. Seems like whenever there's one person, they always are like a god. Yeah, that was a Splash Bash. So next game we have is Flying Fruit. The solo player's goal is to count the fruit shot at the start. The team has to try and hide the flying fruit. So I have to count the fruit shown while they just have to hide it. And we have to count my favorite fruit, which is strawberries. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think I got it. Yeah, the computer players kind of suck at hiding the fruit. Okay, yeah, not a very hard minigame. Okay, next we have pose aerobics. It's time for some pose aerobics. Each round the team's goal is to imitate the solo player's pose. So I have to make a pose while they have to copy it by pressing the right button. And you can also trick them and change your poses. So like you can press the plus button and you can press the A or B. My strategy is just copy what I do. So like, yeah, so like you hold the first one for a few seconds like this. Well, I couldn't press it in time. Yep. So you thought I was gonna do the A pose, but I wasn't. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the last game we have left to do here, or the last one versus 3. Which this one's actually pretty cool. This is hide and peek. Each player on the team picks a hiding spot. If the solo player can find them in all 5 turns, it's a win. So what they have to do is they have to pick a location to hide in, and then I have to try and find them. I want to say this is like the most popular minigame in this game. Okay. So let's check the boat. No. Let's check the slide. Nope. Let's check the circle thingy. There you are. Let's check the plane. Yep. So she's either hiding here or here. I'm gonna say here. Yes. Usually they don't hide at the statue. I think the statue is like the most underrated hiding spot in this game. Because if it was like actual real hide and seek, you'd definitely find them easily there. Okay, so let's move on to the 1 versus 1 category. We have... Oh, we only have just 2 we have left to do here. We only have 2 1 versus 1s here. So the first one we have is timber topple. It's lumberjack time. The first player to make enough chops with the axe to topple the tree is the winner. And you just swing the axe. You have to do it in a specific pattern. So what you have to do is you have to get the swing like that. Like, you can't just do that. Like, you have to get the swing farther back. Not a very hard... I don't think I've ever failed this minigame. Does it actually fall on them? Maybe it just, like, falls, like, where it's in front of them. Maybe that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so yeah, that was timber topple. So the last one we have is this one, shepherd scramble. When these sheep hear a bell jangle, they'll head right for it. Lead as many into your gate as possible. So you just use the D-pad to move, and you press 2 to ring your bell. Jeez, my cold is really getting worse. This game is pretty difficult, because most of the time your opponent will try to fight the sheep. So like right here, this is like kind of like a fight. No, you're not getting my sheep. No, go this way. Wow, that was what you call domination right there. The fact that I got 27 and then she only got 3. And that's actually it for all the 1 versus 1s, and yeah, we've done all the other ones. And I'm actually going to change to master now. So the red opponent is my partner. Okay, I will play with Emma. I feel like Emma is probably my favorite me, just because, you know, that's a nice name, Emma. So now we're going to move on to the final category, which is the pair minigames. We have only 5 we have left to play, so first one we have is meet and greet. So meet up with your partner as fast as you can. Only 1 door in each room will lead to the next room. Good luck. Point the Wii remote at a door and press A to open it. So in Balance Boat, when you do this minigame, you're given 30 seconds to meet up with your partner. However, not the case here. You're just... It's like a time attack thing. This one. Yeah. This one. Nope. I get rolled over. So yeah, this one. Did she just open the door and someone going to the toilet? I did actually not realize you could find people going to the toilet. If that was actually Balance Boat, we would have barely won that. Okay, that was a meet and greet. So next one we have is... Huh. A part of me remembers doing this. Yeah, I think this was actually the first pair minigame we played in Balance Boat. Let me just check my list. Yeah. So next one we have is Bobsleigh Highway. It's bobsleigh time. Work together to race to the finish. Slide over the glowing panels to boost your speed. And you just tilt left or right to move. I don't understand why this minigame is not a new record minigame, because it should be. I wonder what happens if you get to max speed. Okay, that was bobsleigh highway. So that leaves us 3 left. So next one we have is skipping squat. Swing the skipping rope with your partner and see how many times you can get all 5 jumpers to jump. Swing the Wii remote like it's the end of a skipping rope. The trick is finding the right rhythm. Okay, so this minigame is a game you never play in balance mode. I'm not really sure why. I guess it's because it doesn't really... It's not, like, appropriate for it. But yeah, you basically just swing the Wii remote around. And that's all you do. Wow, I did really well. Yeah, me and my friend Charlotte got a 76. Okay, so that leaves us 2 more. So we've done these 2 right here, so let's move on to these 2. So first we have hidden charms. Work together to find all 5 of the 4-leaf clovers in the painting before time runs out. Point at a clover with the Wii remote and press A. If you select a 3-leaf clover, you'll lose 2 seconds. Okay, so we obviously don't want to pick those. The computer players are not really helpful in this minigame because what I'm trying to say is they're more distracting than helping. There. This is also a challenge mode minigame where there was like 30 stages and you had to try and clear all of them. And that brings us to the last minigame we haven't played yet in this entire game, and that is Banana Blockade. This is also another game you never play in balance mode. Get these bananas out of here, slide the crates out of the way and team up to move the bigger ones. And you just hold the Wii remote horizontally and use D-pad to move. Hold 2 to grab a crate, then use D-pad to push or pull it. The computer players are really dumb at this minigame. They won't help you out at all. They'll just leave all the work to you, which I think is just completely stupid. So this is what I mean. They're never gonna help me out. Okay, I need you to move this down. There. Like, that's the only thing they'll help out on. And yeah, we should get this nice and easy. And there you go. We did it. We've done all the mini games we haven't played yet in Wii Party. And because of that, that brings us on to the final mode of Wii Party. which is gonna be solo mode. So see you all in the next video for solo mode. Bye everyone.